Welcome to Tuesday Tea with Sweet D and my very special guest, Nicole Gilman. Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am so excited to chat with you. For those of you who don't know, we went to high school together. Did we go to elementary school together too? Maybe?
Junior high?
Yeah, junior high. Okay, so yeah, junior high and high school. There's a bit of history there, which is really sweet. And so it's fun to have you on. And Nicole, I got to tell you, like this woman is just like a powerhouse. She has created an incredible brand, an incredible business, and she has 3 kids. Okay. So seriously, anything is possible. And she is a great example of that. Nicole, do you mind just telling our listeners more about you and all about your business?
Sure. Yeah. Like you mentioned, I have 3 kids. I have a toddler and 2 teenage boys, and my toddler is a little girl, and she runs our house.
Yeah, she's the cutest too. Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Thank you. I have recently started a business doing natural skincare. It's kind of turned more into self-care products in general. And I think it's been about 9 months, 6 to 9 months since that started.
So the name of the company is Nicole Gilman Co., right?
Yes.
Awesome. So what was the inspiration behind skincare?
Well, I think that started probably in around 2016. I had just gotten into the making body butters more for just for fun for my friends and for my family for Christmas. And everyone was so kind because they were pretty horrible. I didn't understand the differences in oils or butters and how there's certain light ones versus heavy ones, and just kind of put whatever together. And that's kind of how it started, was just giving us gifts. And then when my daughter was born in 2019, she had really sensitive skin, and so I was looking for a good product for her, and I was having a hard time finding something. And since I had gradually gotten better at making the body butters, and so I decided to just make her one. And I gifted to a friend of mine whose daughter had a really bad rash, and nothing was working for her. So I gave that to her, and she had tried it. I actually didn't give it to her for the rash. I just gave it to her as like a gift. And she had come back to me. She's a nurse, and she came back to me and she was like, I used it on her butt because it was all natural. And she's like, and it cleared up her rash completely.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. And she's like,
Wow.
you need to start selling this. I just kept making it for her and me. And then it was like right around Christmas. So I had it offered on my social media if anyone wanted to place an order, because I was going to make a big batch for us anyways, and for friends and family for the holidays. I had a really big, surprisingly, a good amount of people that were interested. And so that's kind of how it started. The crazy thing now is it's completely changed. So it started with body butters, but now I only sell body butters in the wintertime, and they're not my main business focus. I really just listen to my clients, my VIP group. It's just like my community of women who have really inspired me and given me ideas and things that they want and are looking for. And now I think my top seller is the face masks, and women just needing something to pamper themselves with a little, and that is natural and better product than what they're finding on the shelves.
Yeah, absolutely. So a couple of things I want to mention. I love so much that you were able to solve a problem, right? Like I fully believe that successful businesses are constantly solving a problem. And you did that. Like you did that for your friend who happened to be a nurse. Yay. And she can say, hey, this is great, all natural, took care of a rash. Amazing. And I also really appreciate the fact that you do take the time to listen to your customers, right? So you're not just creating things that you think are going to do great. you're really taking the time to ask, hey, what do you want? Do you want a sugar scrub? Do you want a bath bomb, a lip balm? Like, what do you want? And you do have a VIP group. So Nicole actually created a separate Facebook group where you post like what you're offering. And again, just more kudos to you, because speaking from personal experience, if I'm constantly telling my network, like my personal friends and family, right, about all the different products and things I have going on, no one's going to care about that. It's just too much flooding, right? But if you separate it from, hey, who really wants to know about my products and services, then those are the people that are actually like talking with you and telling you what they need and want, and you're listening and you're doing it. And I can't tell you, Nicole, how many clients I have that I've been in business for 10 plus years and still aren't listening. Like, you're so ahead of the game on all of this. You're leagues beyond where so many other business owners are. So seriously, kudos to you. You're doing a phenomenal job with all of this, especially for being such a new business.
Yeah, it's been so fun just to get all the ideas. Like I'll post something and I'll get people who'll just message me privately and are like, hey, what do you think about this? And stuff. And it's so cool to then be able to turn around and tell them, okay, this new product was inspired by you. And
Love it.
and then to see so many other people just respond and be looking for something similar and love it, it is really rewarding. And sometimes it is hard because sometimes you might, I'll get a feedback on something like, oh, I'm not so sure about, this part of it, and could you do maybe something more like this? And sometimes I'll have to sit there and be like, well, I don't want to, but
Mm,
maybe I should think about it, and I'll just sit on it and stew and realize it's not a personal attack
mm,
on my product,
mhm.
and it's a good growth opportunity. And so I'll play with it um and see if it is better if I make that change.
Very good. I love that you said that. A good growth opportunity. Absolutely. With all things. And it can be so personal, especially in those early days. You're like, no, I don't feel like it. It's my product. It is what it is. Forget it. But yeah, you're very wise to slow down and go, okay, well, let's take a look at these things here. So good on you. What would you say has been the biggest struggle so far in getting to where you are today?
I think it's the crickets.
Hmm.
When you're not getting responses, you're not getting new people saying something to you on a social media post, or you're not getting a sale every day. Your website on Etsy for me. The thing that's been keeping me up lately is I make most of all of my own sales. I don't get many sales from Etsy whatsoever. Most of all my traffic is directed by me. So
Just hustling.
yeah,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
that's been a little hard because I'm like, okay, is there something missing here? Am I messing up on my SEO?
Mm.
And is there something with my descriptions? Is there like a little box I haven't checked?
Mm.
Like you
Mm.
just you're just not sure, and
Yeah.
just constantly just studying and trying to figure it out.
Anything involving online marketing, as we've talked about before, it's like it's always changing. And I think the best advice that I can give to that, not that you asked for my opinion, but I'd like to provide it, is in terms of platforms and posting on different social media platforms and SEO and all of that, it can become so overwhelming to know, like, what do I do here? Do I advertise? Do I not? I know that Etsy offers their own advertisement platforms, and it can be really competitive. So I think the best thing to do in the early stages is really just to kind of hustle and grind like you're doing now. Just get the word out. Maybe you could offer some sort of incentive or affiliate offer to people to host parties, things like that. So I'd be happy to think tank with you on that if you want to at some point, of just different ways that you can get more exposure. Are you doing any paid advertisement at all online or through social media?
No, not yet, because I feel like my brand isn't there yet. I feel like I'm still building my products and
Mhm.
figuring out which ones we're going to keep and which ones we're going to get rid of eventually. It's so fun though right now in this stage to be able to do that, to see the things that are working really well and then the things that don't work so well. And right now I'm working on bringing in a whole new line with where it's all soap. cold process soap. So that has
Oh.
been very fun. And I'm hoping to launch all of those new products this fall and winter.
I saw
Thinking,
a picture that you posted. Was it goat milk soap? They were beautiful.
yeah.
Oh, it was like a pumpkin and something. What was that?
Oh, it was cinnamon orange.
Oh, they're beautiful. That'll be Christmas gifts. That'll be so lovely. What do you love most about being a business owner?
I think I always had that spark of entrepreneur spirit in me after being a manager for a deli, knowing that I could make all the changes and I get to make all the decisions and not making money for someone else. Like
Mm,
it's all something I'm doing for myself, and it's all on my own morals and values
mm.
and not on another company's. I don't know, I guess I've always wanted that. And I've been searching for it. This is my third business I've started, which I hear the number three is usually the winner. So
That's so
I've
awesome. I didn't know that. What were the other two businesses, if I can ask?
I did refurnished. I would paint and redo home decor. I love home decor. Um,
Wow.
very passionate about that, which leaded into the skincare because I love gifting and making a really peaceful environment. And so, which I've loved that my skincare has now turned into self care,
Mm,
and which has been so cool because now it's taking on, like, my mind is starting to think of more gifting and spa like treatment packages, and
mm,
which totally brings me back to decorating and making that space, giving you that feeling of calm, and bringing it to you in a way that you're already doing it. Like, moms don't get to take breaks very often. We get to take a shower
maybe.
sometimes by ourselves.
Maybe on a good day, right?
On a good day. At least once a week, right?
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully. So being able to do something pampering in something that you're going to use every week anyways, but
Mhm.
it's something a little bit more special for you. And then when you're able to have time to like do a mask, like it's so easy. I'll do a mask and I'll go wash the dishes, and it just makes me feel better. Like, even though I didn't get to sit down and completely pamper myself, getting that mask on my face and doing my chores, I feel like I took care of myself a little bit more. And we don't get to do that very often.
Oh, it's so true. That's everything. I know. I'm looking at your site right now on the coconut milk, oats, and honey face mask. That sounds amazing. I'm going to be ordering that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Wow. It's just, yeah, I had the pleasure of being able to use, it was one of your hand creams that a mutual friend had sent me in a little gift basket. And it just felt so luxurious. And where I live, so I'm out here in the Boulder, Colorado area, and it's so dry. And so my hands were cracking. And so when that showed up, I was like, oh, yes. And it was so nice. Or what would be your best advice or your best word of encouragement for our listeners who might be considering starting their own business?
So I always heard this, and it's true. The thing that you're the closest to, and the thing that it just comes naturally to you. You don't even think about it, that it it's your it's your thing, it's your business. It's usually so close to you that you can't see it.
Hmm.
And I heard that over and over again. When I did my first business, I heard that. When I did my second business, I heard that. And I was just like, well, I don't know what it is that I'm so close to. These are things I'm passionate about. I'm going to do them. And when it happened with the skincare, it just clicked. I was like, wow, it was this, because this was something I always had done. And like you said, it had a cause and it solved a problem. I was so close to it though, I didn't see it until someone said, you need to sell this. And I was like, wow, like I'm and have that entrepreneur spirit. I've been looking for that thing and it was right here in front of me. It's closer to you than you realize.
Yeah. really encouraging. Thank you so much for taking the time to just be with me today and for sharing your experience, or a bit of your experience anyway. For those of you who want to order all of her just delicious, yummy, nourishing, fantastic skincare line, you can go to NicoleGilmanCo.com. And I'll also be sure to put a link to that in the show notes. And you can also find her on Etsy, same Nicole Gilman Co. Nicole has given us a phenomenal gift for all of you listeners of Tuesday Tea. If you go to her Etsy and use the code Tuesday Tea, all one word, she is gifting you 10% off your order. That's huge. So thank you so much. That's incredible, an amazing gift. That is it for this episode. I'll see you guys next time. And Nicole, thanks for being here. See you later.